Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading. This is a timeless collective reading. Doesn't matter when you see it. If it resonates, it's for you. And as always, I'll be leaving journal prompts in the description box for you, so check those out if you want to take your inner work a little bit deeper. All right, I've got your oracle cards already pulled. The message is flowing through, so let's dive right in. You've got number 19, transformation. The card that just keeps showing up. Number 7, guides. Number 42, release. And at the bottom of the deck is number 40, meditate. Your guides are trying to speak to you right now. Your guides are trying to speak to you. They're speaking to you through me right now. They have a very important message for you. Your guides are trying to support you in the process of letting something go. Now, this release card is very specific because we have a picture of a knife. So your guides are not just saying, let go and let flow. No, we have a knife. This means your guides are saying you need to be an active, conscious participant in the release of something. You need to actively release something, not passively. Okay? Now, what you need to release is going to be different, of course, for each and every one of you. Your guides are inviting you to meditate. Maybe literally meditate, or at the very least, spend some good quality alone time in silence. Create some space in your day, externally, internally, both. Some space to breathe and just be, because it's in that spacious silence that you'll be able to not only hear your own heart and intuition more clearly, but also your guides, who are supporting you every step of the way right now. Your guides are supporting you every step of the way. And you know in your heart, in your bones, in your soul, you know that in order to transform, in order to become the next highest version of yourself, you do have to let go of something. It's inevitable. It's everybody has to do that. There's no avoiding the release part of transformation. So I'm getting chills all up the left side of my body right now. Your guides are saying to you, through me, imagine the version of yourself that already has what you want, right? Imagine that version of yourself, whether you want a new car or a home or the partner of your dreams or just peace in your heart, physical health, all of the above. Imagine the version of you who already has the things that you want. Who are they? Who are they? What do they think and believe about themselves, about life? Dissect this version of yourself and then compare it to who you are, right here, right now. What's the difference? What do you notice between these two versions of yourself? What's really different about them and you? In that compare and contrast exercise, it will be all the more obvious what you need to let go of in order to step into that embodiment, right? Okay, so, and underneath of meditate, we do have shadow. It's snuck in there. So you may have to work with some shadow in order to recognize what you need to let go of, or in order to let go of it. At some point in this process, you may need to be doing some shadow work. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's go into tarot. I am using the Morgan Greer tarot for you. Where do you want me to go from here, Spirit? Okay, clarify this release card. Now, I have some thoughts on this release card here, but let's see what cards come out. Clarify this release card, Spirit. part of the transformation for you, again, is the conscious choice to release something. 5:05 on the timer. I'm hearing shake up the norm. It's time for you to shake up the norm, your norm inside of yourself. It's actually going to be healing for you to cut some kind of cord, to actively turn towards what isn't working for you anymore and cut it off, as opposed to just shifting your focus to something else and hoping it kind of organically just releases itself. There's something healing here for you. Your guides are saying your power is activated, will be activated. You will feel your own power more, and I'm seeing like a light in your chest. You'll feel your own power more and own it more when you proactively cut this out or off. So the active release is part of the healing process. Clarify the release card. I hope that makes sense. Seeing a zebra, something about black and white, potentially black and white thinking. Two of Swords. Ace of Cups. Six of Cups. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay. First of all, I love the fact that the first card that came out to clarify release is a Swords card, right? So we have, she's literally holding the knife, right? What you need to release is an internal conflict. You've been at war with yourself over something. You've been undecided about something. You've been avoiding, consciously or unconsciously, there's no judgment here. We all do this, right? You've been avoiding some kind of decision that you need to make. That decision is between the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups. What this says to me is you're deciding between something new and something old. The something new is this Ace of Cups, an overflowing heart, fresh new energy. Just like I'm hearing dismantle the bars and the barriers over your heart. And that's interesting because I was seeing a light in your chest earlier. You can choose between dismantling the barriers over your heart and opening it up, which is supremely vulnerable and yet supremely powerful at the same time, right? Or you can choose, I'm hearing the same old story, the Six of Cups, even though it can kind of speak to this sweet nostalgic feeling, I feel like it's in shadow right now. It's in shadow right now. Part of the shadow of the Six of Cups is like being stuck in the past, living in the past, not being able to move on. Potentially for some of you, this is like an old love, an old relationship, an old home. But whatever it is, externally, certainly for all of you, it boils down to internally an emotional attachment to something from your past that has kept your heart, I'm hearing, locked in place. Take that how it resonates, I'm not sure. This is so focused on your heart. Like, not only because we have two cups cards, also because I saw the light in your chest, also because her arms are crossed over her heart. So you've got to release something, some kind of emotional pattern, which really traces to a thought pattern, that's keeping your heart frozen, not open. And with Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you know, this is like scarcity, potentially rejection or abandonment, loneliness. So something happened in the past that you're still like reliving. Some part of you is reliving. It's an emotional attachment. It's a wound. It's a wound. I mean, we have, again, shadow. I don't remember if I already said this, but shadow underneath of meditate. Okay. Spirit is saying also karmic path. This was underneath of shadow. Yeah. Anything karmic related is like a loop. It's a skipping CD. You just keep reliving it. Okay. Okay. So Wheel of Fortune snuck in there. This is a big turning point for you. And this, you know, to me, the Wheel of Fortune is also validating the fact that your guides are with you, because the Wheel of Fortune is about universal forces that are so much bigger than you, playing a role in transforming your life. So I am hearing surrender to the guidance that is coming in when you're not looking for it. That's interesting. So maybe if you do meditate to connect with your guides, really focus on just emptying your mind, not trying to reach for any answer in particular or any message in particular. It's like empty your mind of all thought, empty yourself so that you can receive. That's interesting. Okay. Let's get some advice here. So what's the advice? How can Leo support themselves in releasing this mental emotional attachment? 12-12 on the timer. Advice for Leo. Connect with your guides. Meditate. Advice for Leo. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Knight of Wands. There's some Leo energy. Yeah. Ooh, Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, Queen of Wands. That's you. Whoa. Okay, look at this. Look how cool this is. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles both facing the Queen of Pentacles. You see that? So Spirit is saying, take action. Again, it goes to actively releasing this thing, not just waiting to see if it happens on its own while you're focusing on something else. Actively release the thing. Knight energy is action energy. It's movement. It's being proactive. So actively move towards Queen of Wands. I'm hearing a greater state of joy. Actively move towards a greater state of joy. I feel like while I was shuffling, I was just picking up on, it's almost like your guides want you to get a little bit angry. Not in a bad way, in a good way. Your guides want you to feel like fired up about this. Your guides want you to we want you to move in a way you've never moved before. We want you to see what we see. We want you to feel inspired towards your own transformation. I'm seeing an image of you as one of these knights with a sword, with the knife, right? Cutting through almost like a thicket, a bramble, or a thicket of thorns. It almost looks like if you've seen the Disney movie Sleeping Beauty, at the very end where Prince Philip is trying to slay the dragon, and he's cutting through this massive thicket of thorns. That's what I'm seeing you doing. Your power is in the choices that you make. There's a choice here you haven't made yet. That's the beauty and the pain, the beauty and the annoyance of free will, right? If you don't actively choose with your free will to release this thing, then it won't be released. That's, power comes with responsibility, right? So this is like all boiling down to a massive activation of power. Definitely work with sunflower energy if you feel called to. Okay, let's get a journal prompt for you. From my deck, 555 on the timer, shake crap up. If you know what I mean. Shake it up. Shake up your norm. Your norm can't be your norm anymore. You don't want it to be. You don't want it to be. Even if some part of you is a little bit scared. Journal prompt for Leo. Journal prompt for Leo, please, Spirit. That's too many. Journal prompt for Leo. Oh, number 71. What mistake or failure are you grateful for, and why? What mistake or failure are you grateful for, and why? This is a really beautiful question to help you practice reframing things mentally. Maybe, through this Six of Cups again, with this like attachment to the past, potentially some kind of relationship or situationship, I'm not sure, but maybe hypothetically for some of you, a relationship didn't work out in the past, and you perceive that as, a mistake or a failure. Maybe you feel regret or just, this is an example, right? This question is almost asking you, why was that failure of a relationship actually the best thing that could have ever happened to you? Reframe it. Reframe it. You'll find in pushing yourself mentally in this way that actually there's a whole new reality that you never accessed before. There's a whole new way of perceiving you never accessed before, and it's even more real and true than where you were looking from before. I hope that makes sense, right? Okay, let's get a closing message from Alice the Wonderland Oracle. Closing message for Leo, please, Spirit. Just about every sign in their own way, shape, or form right now is going through transformation and a calling to more consciously engage with the energy of release and letting go. So there's something, profound happening in the collective right now. It's definitely not just you that's being called to do this. Closing message for Leo. Ooh, number 14, clock time. Time, pressure, and in a rush. Let's see what the guidebook says. We are a long way from seasonal time, from the ebb and flow of tides, the cycles of the moon, the rise and set of the sun. Instead, we, like the white rabbit, have watches and clocks which tick and tick to mark the passing of every second. There are times when you need to move quickly, when you have appointments, deadlines, or important responsibilities that need to be completed. When you are amidst such activities, you will be consumed with them. You may become anxious, short of breath, hurried, and rushed. It may seem that you need to move faster than other people need to. This can lead to stressful, heart-racing moments, and when you are reactive like this, you are less capable than when you are focused, calm, and clear. Even though it is true that you must meet a deadline, you must take a moment to slow down, that meditate card, what I say, so you can attend to your responsibilities. You are in the midst of a whirlwind. Be the calm, the eye of the storm. Put to rest the urge to worry, to fret, to rush until your work is done and the need to impress those you wish to please. Work carefully, clearly, with focus and intent. See a sunrise, bathe in moonlight, notice the leaves changing color, and you will work faster than if you hurry and get caught up in worry. There's no need to rush. Just look as if you are taking your work as seriously as it deserves. Pull back, stay calm, have a plan and stick to it, and all will be well. Yeah, this is bringing us full circle, no pun intended, with the clock. This is bringing us full circle back to the meditate card. Your guides want you to slow down, make some space for stillness, because it is in that stillness that you can hear your heart, you can hear your guides, you can be clear within yourself about what you need to do. You know, this kind of internal existence where you're constantly at war within yourself, you're avoiding a decision, you're torn, right? Like this internal state of being can very easily push you, tip you into busying yourself externally so that you don't have to feel that so acutely. As soon as you slow down, you're actually probably going to feel this more acutely. So it's slowing down is probably something that maybe you struggle with, right? But Spirit is saying slowing down is actually the key right now. It is the key to everything, your transformation, right? Because it's only when you slow down that you can really get clear, right? Get clear on your truth, on where you're being guided, everything. So do that counterintuitive thing and slow down. Find stillness, okay? All right, Leo, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope this was helpful or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you, and be sure to check out those journal prompts in the description box. I will put this one there as well as several others. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.